Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Dorgon 111, and welcome back to Dungeons and Puzzles, where I've been a slacker and haven't looked at any of the old puzzles since the last time. So, let's start a new one. Ooh, a sword. I haven't seen that in a while. It is not easy to get to, and I will need it because I don't have another way to get the enemies on the spikes. So I want to get the sword and then kill the bad guys, and we only need 30 moves. Alright, sounds good. Let's imagine that I need to move this table out of the way. And then I might need to do something ridiculous like what? Like maybe drag this stool up so I can get over to the sword. I didn't want to drag the table though. That was an oopsie. And right now this feels like this is gonna go, oh, I need to get to the door. I did not plan for getting to the doorway, which is like impossible. How do I get to the doorway? Actually, yes. How do I get to the doorway? Let's just look at that. In order to get to the doorway, I might have to pull the big square table like up 2, and then pull the table on the left to the right 1. Or something else I haven't seen. That could be obnoxious. Okay. I'm not sure. So let's try... Could I pull it to the right? Possibly. Because I could pull it... No, I can't pull it to the right again. And I don't have the ability to bop it because I don't have a shield. So pulling it to the right was definitely a bad idea, I think. So let's go get my sword. And then I guess pull this back. Actually, I could have done that earlier. Let's pull this back. Pen myself in with the sword, as it were. And then... if I pull this, would it help anything? Yes and no. I guess what I want to do is this. Right, I said I wanted to pull this up. But having pulled the other table over, I guess I need to pull it farther over. Okay, so what if I had done this and then executed some similar moves? Oh, then I can't pull the table up. Right. Okay, so let's leave that table there. I said let's leave that table there. And pull this up. Two. And then pull this over. And now I'm stuck again. Houston, we have a problem. So how else could I do this? I am uncertain. I guess I could pull this table up first, but then there's nowhere to go. And pulling up the left table does not seem at all useful. Oh, except for it is useful. Hold on. If I did this, after having done this, then I might be able to pull the big table to the left, and that could be good. Let's imagine that's the case. So, kill this guy. Am I stuck? I might be stuck. No, I can just walk here. Right. Video games. I've played them. I didn't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Kill. Kill. Drag this to the left. And now I can walk there. Okay, good news. We got a solution. Bad news is it was 32 moves and I only have 30 available. So now let's try to refine our idea. I definitely need to drag, so I'm going to need to pick this up nice and early in order to get a handle on this table, which does seem... Well, okay, what if I did this? Drag this up, and then drag this one north, which I haven't tried before, except now I'm not completely stuck, but things have gotten ugly. Yeah, because now it's hard to get to the sword. Like, I'd have to drag this guy over here and then walk all the way around and then go and kill him. And yeah, so I don't think dragging that to the north was actually a good idea. So in that case, I'm going to try dragging it this way again. It does kind of use up some extra moves, dragging things around. And then this also feels like it's kind of wasting moves. Just to get here. Then I can just walk south, and then this is probably exactly what I did before, but I don't remember for sure. Yes, it would appear so. Okay, so how could I do that better? The rightmost stool seems problematic, and the leftmost stool also, I wonder if there's a way to utilize it. Good. Suppose. Yeah, this could work. What if I drag this up? Oh, I can't drag the step stool to the right because I'm not standing to the right of it. And it's kind of a pain in the neck to do that. I mean, I guess I could do this. This seems like a long shot. But suppose I did that. I don't imagine this is going to help because it's taking so many steps to get just to the sword. And yeah, I'm not even using that step stool. Why would I move that step stool around? Because I wanted to give it a purpose in the puzzle and it seemed like it was inconsequential, I guess. So how else could I do this? It definitely felt like pulling the left table up twice was a good move. And it definitely seems like this has to be pulled, oops. This has to be pulled this way. Is there any way to get to the sword quicker? Not that I can see. So I'm doing all the same moves once again, which is not great. Is there any way to kill the spiders sooner? I could save a move if this stool weren't there. And I definitely have to walk to both of these spiders. If the stool had somehow... No. Right, I forgot to pull the table that time. And yeah, I don't see a way that the stool could have ended up at the doorway right there. It's a small enough space that I feel like I ought to be able to puzzle out what the alternatives are. So what have I not considered doing just yet? I guess I vaguely kind of played with pulling the slime around. Maybe I should pull the slime this way and go get the sword that way. But I still need to get into the south end, which means I still need to pull this table over at some point. Oops. Yeah, so that doesn't look great right now. And also, I can't get to the sword anymore. Is that true? I think it's probably not true. But yeah, I can't go this way because I die. Alright, so that's not good. Remind me why... Oh, I don't have the gloves yet. I was like, why can't I pull the table to the north? Remind me why pulling the table to the north was not good. Well, it takes a lot of steps just to do it. So that's already kind of disadvantageous. And then the other reason is now I don't have a way to get into the south section. Right. Right. Okay. Is there a faster way to do all the things and stuff? This stool right here still makes me wonder if there's something clever that I ought to be doing with it that I'm not currently doing. And just once again, if I were to pull this up, like, is there any way that this could work in my favor? I don't see a way for that to work. So yeah, it really feels like that. Is there any way to get to the exit that doesn't involve... hold on. If I did pull this again, is that good or bad? I think it's bad because it means I can no longer bop right here in order to end up in the correct row to get over to the sword. However, it does mean that I could... no, once I do this, then I'm just dead. And if I just pulled him to here, I mean, I can walk places, but it sure ain't great. Yeah, there's no way that this is gonna work out anything good for me. So I feel like the solution that I had is very close to the correct one. It's a shame that we pulled this over. And then have to do this whole razzmatazz. Oops. So I have to pull this up in order to get to the sword. And then from here, I have to step over this stool again. I don't see any faster way to kill the spiders. Can I save a turn by dragging this over and then killing the spider? I did not save a turn that way. All right. Well, sadly, I'm not seeing a way to do it in better than 32 moves. And I've already spent like half an episode's worth on this puzzle. So I think it's time to move on, and that's another one that I'll have to take a look at some more in depth off camera. So let's see what we have here. Another puzzle with swords. Lots of enemies. Also got a shield that I could do some bopping with. And a glove. So many resources. What if I just do the obvious thing, which is to grab the sword and start hacking on everybody? You get a sword to the face, and you get a sword to the face. And you. And you. And now I can't get to the door, can I? Alright, so I see an issue. What if I had killed you? I can't drag you into the column because there's those spikes there. I see. Oh, so in order to get to the doorway, we have to drag a enemy just to the north or just to the south of the doorway entrance, and then kill it with the sword right at the end, it would appear. Alright, that's noteworthy. Which enemy can be so dragged? I guess it's also possible that we could have dragged the shield as well. Or maybe bopped somebody? Yeah, bop is a possibility. Okay, so let's pick up the shield. And maybe, for example, I could bop this guy over to all the places we need to go. So suppose I bop this guy over here. And then go back on my rampage. And on this rampage, I don't think I need the gloves for anything. Because I can just do this. There we go. And that works just fine. Alright, that room was much easier than the previous one, at least in my opinion. Perhaps I had the correct insight at the outset. Perhaps I got lucky. Either way, I'll take it. We have to push guys onto spikes or pull them. A little of both. Well, mostly pushing onto the spikes. We need to move some furniture out of the way too, because I'm not capable of getting these enemies where they need to go right here at the outset. 50 moves, yikes. Yeah, I was looking at this and I was like, this is going to take a lot of pushing and pulling. I guess we could pull the big guy. Yeah. There's some interesting pull possibilities. So, how does it begin? Suppose I were to pull this over here, and then it feels like this guy's gonna need to do some traveling anyway, so what if I use him to get me in this column? And then be sad there's nothing useful I can do here. I was thinking about dragging this guy twice to the left, but then I realized that there's a guy in my way and I can't do that. And if instead I drag this guy, this guy to the right, that doesn't really do anything for me. So once again, we're off to a fabulous start. Let's see. I don't really have a plan. Suppose I do this. If I grab you, bring this down. I'm not sure why I did that. Bring this down. Then maybe bop this. And then bring you down. And also across. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making moves. But this does let me kill you. And you. So that part's great. However, now I've left myself with a bit of a conundrum. I suppose I could drag you here, bop this to the north so that I can get over here and bop you. However, it would have been good to pull this guy somewhere sometime. Actually, he's not in awful shape right now, because I could do this. And then I need to get in the correct column at the end, which means I need to be south of you. Which is not going to be easy to do, is it? Because I don't have objects to pull. So when did I last have an object that I could have pulled? I suppose... what? I'm not sure what I suppose. Suppose I did this and then left this on the ground. Now the problem is I can't get north of you either. Yeah, that looks like the problem. Okay, but I think I could have solved it if I had just walked over here, then bopped this, and... Wait, I forgot to do something. If I walk here, bop you, bop bop a doo bop a da ba da ba da. Okay, there we go. Then I can walk against this table, pull you up. I have to drag this over again, which is not great. But then I can bop you up. I don't have a sword. What am I thinking? What is the final move? Oh no, the final move has to be... Wait, what does the final move have to be? Pulling a piece of furniture that's in the top row over so that I can get over. Okay, I had the wrong kind of end goal in mind. And then I'm going to do a lot of undos because I don't remember exactly how I began this one to break it open. So I just want to replay to kind of see that. Okay. I kind of see it. So let's do something similar again. I think that's not what I did. I think I did, and I don't want to do that. Do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that. I think I wanted to do... Yeah, it seems good. All right, and then I eventually need some furniture up top. Okay. So I have a vague plan of what I'm going to do about that. And... Alright, this little blue guy above me. Is there any efficient way to get rid of him? I don't know that there is. Feels like everything is quite tedious. Alright, this is very similar to what I did before. And I think there's no reason not to kill these dudes up here. And now it's just about efficiently trying to do the rest. Which is easier said than done. And I'm going to need a piece of furniture all the way up top. Okay, so suppose I did this. Bop this all the way to the north, so I have a piece of furniture available. Except, I can only bop it there because I need to take a little time out to kill this guy. And then I can get back in your column. Except I can't do it yet because I need to now leave something on the floor here so that I'll be able to get to the south of you. But then how am I going to get in your column? When was my chance? Do things go any better if I... If I what? I could drag you over this way, but I don't have a way to get north of you then, right? Yeah. I think I'm kind of mostly stuck from here. So back here, if I drag you up now, is there any way that this can work in my favor? Maybe, because I could push you to the left, bop this down, which I think is maybe good, drag you, bop you up. I'll be able to get there. And then, this is going to take too many moves, but I can bop you to death. And then walk around and bop you to death. And then, well, this is a mess. I never got that all the way up, but now I have. And then I could drag it. Oops. And then I could drag it over to the exit so that I could walk out in 64 moves and I need 50. Ugh. This is another one that feels like it's going to take a lot of optimization. And I think I want to look at it off camera. So I think what I will do is exit back to the map. And we have a little bit of time left, so let's take a peek at level 124. But there's 125, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're getting close to the end. Oh, this is fun, with the teleporters and all the spikes and a bow and arrow. All right, excitement and adventure. Just getting to the teleporters seems like it's going to require prolific amounts of something. Yikes, okay. So I think I need to pick this up, bop this right, and then somehow pull that to the left. No, that's not gonna work. How do I even get to the teleporter? If I pull this left, I can't pull it left twice. No, seriously, how do I do this? If I bop this to the right, and I bop this to the right, oh, then I could pull this to the left, okay. And then bop it south. And it does seem like pulling you up was probably a good move, even though I just made it by accident. Great. Okay, to the teleporter. It's the wrong way. To the teleporter. Here we go. Then I am unclear what happens next. I suppose a possibility is drag this over, drag this over. No. What about walk over here? Drag this guy down. Walk around him. Kill him thusly. I'm still not really sure what I'm doing. Pull you to the right. Pull you to the right. Grab a bow and arrow. You following all this? Take like 84 more moves to get somewhere that I'm within striking distance of this guy. Shoot him. Hop back through the teleporter. Shoot him. Hop back through the teleporter. Yeah, it wasn't awful. 47 out of 41. Now that I know what I'm doing, let's give that one... Oh, there's another secret. Let's give this one more attempt. Or possibly 2 more attempts. Something along those lines. So first off, what is the fastest way to bop one of these? Probably to pick up my bopper. And then let's go ahead and bop that to the right. Pick this up. Bop that to the right. I'm already north of this guy, which is where I want to be, because I have to stop here. So that I can drag this way. I definitely want to drag this guy north. It was very helpful at the end of the game where I had the bow and arrow at the end. Go this way and go through here. Okay, so 15 moves, I got to the other side. 15 moves to the other side. Then I do need to pull the spider out if I'm going to pull the big guy and the table both to the right in order to be able to get around. Alternatively, is there an alternatively? I don't currently see the alternatively. I don't think I need to kill the spider just yet. Is that true? No, I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. Alright, so we'll drag this. We'll bop this. I might as well bop and kill the spider so that I can get over here and pull you. Then we'll take our walk around. Don't think there's any kind of faster way. Seems like I'm just getting held up by the stool here again. This is feeling very similar to what I did before, but maybe it's somehow more efficient. And I can't just like walk north or south. Yeah, I have to like walk over and back. It is slightly more efficient. In fact, we're only 1 move away. 42 would get me out the door. So is there 1 move that I could have saved somewhere? It feels like this stool right here is something that really held me up. Could I have moved this stool at some point? Somehow. Or could I have saved killing the spider? Hold on. Does that save me a move if I just bop the spider here and then for some reason don't kill him? And bopping the stool is definitely not going to help me because it would cost me a couple extra moves to bop it in the corner to maybe save one. Yes, I don't think that helps. If I do this and shoot the spider, then I'm already in the correct location. Shoot this guy, but I think this ends up being pretty similar. That ended up actually losing a move. All right. So, from here, assuming that the 15 moves were necessary to get to the teleporter, is there a way to do this better? I could pull the stool down. Does that do anything for me? I'm fairly certain it does not. And if I want to get to the bow, even if I pull the big guy 2 spaces to the right, which is kind of impossible, I wouldn't be able to get around him to the bow. So I definitely need to pull him 1 to the right. I need to pull the table 1 to the right, which means I need passage through the upper right corner, which means the spider needs to be out of the way. So it definitely feels like... yeah, the spider has to be out of the way, which basically means dead. Is there a way while I'm moving the spider around that I could make any other progress towards my other movements? And I think I was already doing kind of what I needed to do, namely dragging this over as I'm still going after the spider, getting into position while I'm killing the spider to be able to drag you over. But now, like, if I did bop this twice, I'm pretty sure that doesn't help, but let's just try it. Yep. Still ended up with the same final tally. So I got through the transporter at 15. Was there something I could have done differently at the very beginning of the puzzle? So this time around, let's see. I grab the shield. I bop this to the right. I grab this. I bop this to the right. Was there any way to have somebody to drag? So I could have already been in that column, or sorry, in that row, maybe? I definitely need bopping power. And I don't have dragging power yet, which means until I'm here, I can't even try to do a drag. And the only guy... yeah, I don't think so. So I think I would have had to do this in order to be able to drag this here. I definitely want to drag this here. I definitely need to take a step and bop and walk and walk. So 15 does seem like the optimal move count through that front section. And the enemy that I left behind is already ideally positioned for everything else that goes there. So that really does not leave a lot of alternatives. What about other ways to bop the stool into a corner? Because if the stool's in a corner, then stepping on and off of it is something where I was going to be stopping anyway in the corner. And so that might be key. So what if I did this once again? I forgot to drag this right now. Kill that guy, drag you over, and this time I'll try bopping the stool on the way back. I don't think that's going to have any different outcome. And I don't see a quicker way to kill this guy. Is there any quicker way to kill this guy? Not that I can see. So if I bop this and then walk to it, pretty sure that's the same number of moves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the same number of moves. And yeah, I pick up the arrow again, but it doesn't really cost me. Lisai. Alright, well, I think 42 is the best that we're going to get on that one today as well. So I have my work cut out for me. Terms of things to look at and think about before next time. But just a +1 on that, that's not too bad. But this was not my best day ever with Dungeon and Puzzles, but perhaps next day will be even better. I hope so. I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon for more Dungeon and Puzzles. For now, bye-bye.